don't have much time, but um, I was going to get just your reaction on how I was looking up your name to know how to spell your name, so I got it correct, and I didn't know Belew is Belew.
Uh-huh.
But the only thing I could find on the internet about you was
Shout.
about your the Belew the Belew family. Um, there's some kind of organization, and I saw from years and years ago your like your family name, all the Blues of America. They put their information in there, and how someone from Decatur, a lady, I think the name's in that paper.
We contacted her, didn't we?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Is she still around?
No, I don't know about now.
It's been years ago.
Well, I
We
thought it was.
didn't know her.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the neatest thing though, how I couldn't find anything on the internet except for something from your family, and what they had to say about you is this. Do you have that paper, or is it? You don't know where that paper is right now?
Oh, mercy, no.
Okay, that's fine. Well, all they had on there was an account of John, I guess Roland Belew, who, as a young man, I guess he's in Coleman, Alabama, and he was talking about, I don't think he said Coleman, but he's talking about he wants to get himself a tractor trailer that he can use for a mobile church, and he's trying to scrape some other money together to get this so he can tell people about Jesus. And they said, oh, the best of luck to you, John, or the best of luck to you. And I thought it was the neatest thing, because when I found this and gave it to you, you didn't even know anything about that being there, but you said, well, I guess you said God's allowed you to do that for 25 years. He took care of the trailer.
Yeah, we've been sitting there 25 years.
Yeah.
We got the truck and trailer. We put it together in 85, 86.
97.
Was it 97? See, I can't keep up with time, dates, or places.
That's why God's blessed you with Miss Jen.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
Yeah.
My computer right there.
Yeah, very neat. Very
So,
neat.
the trailer was donated free,
That's right.
given to us
That's
by
right.
a truck line here in town.
That's right.
And the tractor, the truck, Mom and I bought that ourselves.
Wow.
And we went down to, oh, you like this? We went down to the truck company, Will Knight Trucking, and I says, Travis, I says, I had met him while out knocking doors. He's a great big guy. He's gone, big little Lord. He owned that trucking company, and I said, Travis, I said, I need a trailer, and I hear you've got 2 for sale. He said, yeah, down to Pinson Valley. He said, roll on down there and look at them. Come on back and let me know which one you'd like to have, and I'll give you a price. So we went down, and the one that we got down there at the chapel right now had a hole in the floor about that big around where a forklift went through. Woo! And I said, Travis, that's the one I want. I said, I can patch that thing up, and I said, we can get underway. And I said, Travis, how much would you have to have for that trailer? He said, oh, Roland, I don't know. I guess I can let you. I said, Travis, why don't you just give it to me? He said, okay. I said, what? He said, okay.
Wow. His contribution to the kingdom.
We stepped out on the front porch of that truck line. Mama said, we're going home to eat. I said, not on your line. I said, we're on a roll, baby. We're going to Birmingham. We're going to get the truck.
Wow.
Don't know where it's at, but we're going to get it.
Wow.
We drove down there and we went to 2 or 3 truck sales and didn't find what I wanted. And then we come back out here to Star Truck Parts. It's right there before you get into Birmingham on the left. Got a truck up on a beam. Have you ever seen it?
Wow, no, I haven't.
That's their advertisement. Got a Kenworth truck up on a beam.
Ooh.
So we go in there and me and this old boy that owned it would truck together years ago. And I said, and Ed Pete was back there. He's gone on. Most of these people have gone on. And Ed says,
You're 88 years old.
yeah, I'm 88.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why.
So Ed Pete says, Roland, what do you want? I said, Ed, I'm looking for an Emeryville. That's like a Bonneville Pontiac or a Coupe de Ville Cadillac. The Emeryville was the top of the line in 1964 in the international trucking.
Oh wow.
So I said, I've come down here to get an Emeryville. He said, Roland, I've got an Emeryville. Sitting out in a field out in Fultondale. Was it Fultondale?
Mm-hmm.
He said, I've got it sitting down there in the field. He told me just how to get there. We drove down there and it just began to rain. Slick, we're sliding around there and we top this hill and there's the Emeryville sitting down there in an open place there. And I said, I know how Moses felt when he walked up to the burning bush and looked, and then later looked over into the promised land. And I said, man, there was electricity running every which way. I got out of my car and I run down that hill, that fell down, got down there and laid hands on that Emeryville. I said, this is it. This
Wow.
is the truck. And so we brought it up here, and then we began to knock on doors of churches to get meetings to put this thing together. And there it is right there.
Very cool.
See the Interstate Baptist Chapel,
Very cool.
and that truck is hand carved. All of it's hand carved.
Wow.
Yeah, from a brother up in Illinois who's now in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that something? Other kind of 77700. By the way, I've been seeing 777 like you can't imagine for years now. And I'm seeing it. I just see. I keep seeing it all over the place.
That's it. It tops that 666 number.
It definitely. Maybe it's. Maybe God's trying to tell me something. But it's. That's good. That's really good.
Perfection. 7.
Hey, if it's His way, it is perfection.
Yeah. So,
But very cool. I'm
But-
glad you told me that story because I wanted to get that captured too.
but he gave us that trailer, and Ed says, I want, how much was it?
22.50, I think.
$22.50 he wanted for the truck. And he said, but Roland, you're gonna use that for spreading the gospel, aren't you? And I said, yeah. He said $1,500.
Oh, 1,500. 1,500.
I said, I'll be back.
He wanted 22,005.
22.
2,000.
2,000.
No, 2,000.
2,000.
I thought it was 22,005, but still, that's.
2,200.
Ooh.
But still, yeah, that's $700. Just
That's nice.
gave to me right there.
You gotta love God's favor is treasure.
And then Travis, the one that gave us the chapel, he's a heavy smoker. And one day he's down there, and we've done, and we got the rig up here yet.
I don't
When
remember.
Travis and I riding around in his pickup truck, and he looked at me and he said, "How's the money coming?" I said, "It's coming." I said, "It's slower than what I had really hoped for." He said, "Go out and check, look,
Wow.
$500-600.
Wow.
About 500. 500. He said, maybe that's not help."
Praise God. Investment into the kingdom. Boy, that's treasure.
Every which way we turn.
Yeah, it's treasure.
Every which way we turn.
Treasure, treasure.
And we got the phone number. I was still running New Orleans and Opelousas, Louisiana. His friend of mine says, "I know this millionaire down in Meridian, Mississippi." Said he'll probably want to get in on this. So give him a call. And I gave him a call, and I can get along with anybody, man. I can. But this guy, you remember? Boy, he put me down there and began to tell me this, and this, and I said, "Oh, whoa."
I serve the king.
That's right. I told him, I said, "I ain't out here begging. I'm out here trying to get donations to get this thing going, where we can get this thing going, where we can get these people right. And long story short, I said, we don't need it. We don't need it. And he was going, well, I was in the bathtub when he called and you brought the phone to me. What took place on that call?
He said, because you went into other churches, not Southern Baptist, that he couldn't support it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, do you know that
Yeah.
Christ is not divided?
Oh boy.
I think people think when they have money,
Yeah.
they call the shots, but the problem is God is watching. God is watching, and I don't think that was a star in his crown.
That was not of God there.
Man.
That was not of God. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what year was that? My goodness. I was still at Reiner.
Probably 83.
83. We got that trailer, man, and it sat down there on Willhite's yard till we got enough money to start the work. And Raymond Clark, that right there on the end there with that ball cap on, that's my ball cap. And I never let him forget it.
He took it from you, huh?
He snuck it from me.
Oh, yeah.
He's in heaven today, but he did every bit of the work on that trailer.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, he was a retired school teacher.
And you wouldn't let him have your hat?
I said, after the picture came out, I said, Raymond, you think that I thought that hat got lost? I said, I knew all along you had it. And Raymond didn't say much, he just smiled. And he went in down there with his hammer and his saw and his benches, his work benches and all, and he worked that thing up more. He put that floor in there, put them sides up, and he was another good supporter.
Treasure.
That's what it turned out to be.
Oh, yeah.
We met people, man, I'm telling you, that I normally wouldn't have met. And then when we got that Emeryville, got it to running, and got it all juiced up, I went from here to Virginia, I believe, or Ohio. Ohio was that 5-week revival. Yeah, I held a 5-week revival.
Actually,
Huh?
it was 5 weeks. You were in revival, but 2 weeks up there.
Yeah, okay. 2 weeks up there and the rest down here. But, I mean, I was young then, and boy, I mean, we was jumping.
That's good stuff.
Ben, we was going and meeting some of the most darling people you ever want to meet in your life. Stayed in homes with an old Iwo Jima Marine, him and his wife, Effie and Orville. Effie the lady, Orville the man. And he loved that ministry. He loved it. He said, Ron, he said, this is the grandest thing I ever seen.
Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
He got in there with us. And then that Charlie that owned that truck line up in North Alabama. He didn't do all that much. He said he was wanting to. And on that truck line, McAlpin. McAlpin. Yeah. And he just never could pull himself to really do what he wanted to do.
I wonder if that's the enemy fighting against him.
Yeah.
But it's another thing too, like being able to have you had your cross out there before. It just
A little puny one.
A little bit.
I was told it was puny.
Well, it was embarrassing.
I told somebody the other day about me and you.
Only because I think the Lord gave me the idea, it was said because but even that right there, you gotta love it.
I
People
know it.
driving down the road, they see when Harmony sees a cross. She saw some at the lake today. She says, "Look, the cross of Jesus!"
Oh.
And she sees them and she points them out. They're just treasure. Good stuff. I think my phone's getting ready to die. If I don't stop it, it's gonna.
Stop it. Let's